back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with their opponents. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry for James Conner. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll try the left side with Conner. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I have to admit I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Conner. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff coming left, Conner. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Throwing is Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Jalen Rager was the intended receiver. And now it's second down. On the handoff, Connor, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. Check back. Go.
Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The Eagles send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
First down, 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The play fake. He'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Back to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Rashad Penny, his 3rd touchdown now on the air. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
A try here for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. 6-0 our score after one. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw.
Got an open man, finds Gibson.
30, 10, touchdown.
Antonio Gibson.
His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Voyagers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Eagles 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Five yards remain on 2nd down.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Houston. Curtis Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Voyagers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the left side. Connor, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A huge play there for Houston. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Antonio Gibson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Voyagers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for two. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 30 on second down, Hurts. He'll get this out wide to Penny. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. This time they stay on the ground. Penny hit, and the ball is jarred free. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, these guys are definitely...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay.
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. James Conner as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. This time, the extra point up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive, as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. Brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Gibson again.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston.
Antonio Gibson.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season.
And the Voyagers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Conner. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. And incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 1. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. Touchdown! De'Ami Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Voyagers add 6 to their lead. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it, to throw it underneath, short pass like that? But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. They'll look to throw, and this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the... And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum. And
got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Terry McLaurin with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Voyagers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Hey, 30. On the ball, now go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts. He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 41, Hurts. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
It's a first down and more for Gibson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
A give to Gibson running right.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down now, it's Gibson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll run with Gibson.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Gibson.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Under 10, 10.
They'll try to run it with Gibson.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, but it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
Now back to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Terry McLaurin with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Voyagers could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
He will return this from deep in the end.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's going the other way. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Gibson.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Gibson again. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Antonio Gibson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Voyagers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They'll try the left side. It's Connor.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. We got a seal. I got you.
Throwing is Hurts. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's a handoff to Connor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Pass incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, What have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they?